Back to the book, Dean. In your research, did you find anything that you personally felt substantiated the Rastafarianism religion, the religion itself? You know, based on the Bible. You know, Bob was with his, he saw Emperor Selassie as his God, somewhat.
Yeah, it depends on your interpretation of the Bible. So, there are, distinctive Rasta interpretations. And what I try to do in my book is I put Marley's interpretation in conversation with a variety of other interpretations, that of leading biblical scholars, Protestants and Catholics alike, the traditional Rasta interpretation of that passage, and even that of the colonial church in Jamaica. I try to bring in as much stuff as possible so you could see all of the available options on how to interpret this passage, and how Marley is either, agreeing with a certain interpretation or diverging from it, or even coming up with his own unique Marleyan interpretation of that passage. So it's all based on interpretation. So yeah, in the Rasta reading of certain passages, they see those passages as referring to Selassie. And, Christians would see that passage as referring to Christ.
Oh, there you go. The book, The Bible and Bob Marley, Dean MacNeil, the artist, half the story has never been told. How long it took you to get this book completed, Dean?
Well, the book is based on over 20 years of research, and it took about 4 years to write it. Now, I do have, as I said, sort of bonus material that I hope to package into a volume 2, and that is sort of alluded to in the epilogue of the book, where I discuss, the various aspects that remain left to be discussed, and that would really make a great volume 2 to kind of round out the picture of Marley as a biblical interpreter.
Okay, great stuff, great stuff. We'll be back to wrap up with our good friend Dean here. Thanks for listening.